right, we back, man, with another episode of moplayer Pool Talk 101 with your main man, moplayer. Sitting right on my right-hand side is my man, One Pocket.
One Pocket stepping in.
And our guest today, man, is Russell Adams, man, with Shark Shoes, APA league shooter right here, man. Right now, we're going to step in without further ado. Russell, tell the people what you do right now for a living.
Well, I work as a groundskeeper and apartment maintenance right now.
Okay, sure, you're right. And so what brings you to the game of pool, man? What inspires you to come here? And tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I had a friend of mine I used to work with named Xavier. He invited me the first time. I was working 2 jobs, so I couldn't join the pool league. So after I quit the second job, he invited me to play pool. He knows I play pool, and I've known him working for another company. So he invited me, and that's how I got put on.
Okay, good. So how long have you been playing APA?
I've been playing APA for about a year and 2 months or so.
So when you came in, you were skill level what? What'd you come in
about a 2.
Okay, and what are you now?
I'm a skill level 3.
Okay, so in 1 year you jumped to another skill level. I'd say that was pretty good. That's pretty good.
You see progress.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So in this league, what do you play? Tell us a little bit about that. You play 8 ball, 10 ball, what were you playing?
Our team, we play 8 ball, and then we play 9 ball as well.
Okay, all right, 8 ball. With your understanding of the game, so people need to know. Some people don't know what 8 ball is, some don't know what 9 ball is. Just in your breakdown, your definition, can you explain a little bit about 8 ball? What you know about the game?
8 ball is 15 pool balls, 7 stripe, 7 solid, and then the 8 ball. So you rack the balls up in a triangle shape, and then you break it using the cue ball. You hit the cue ball to break the balls apart, and whichever ball goes in, whether it's stripe or solid, whatever ball goes in, you go with that ball, and you try to hit all balls in, and then eventually you hit the 8 ball. So you hit the stripe. If you got stripes, you hit that, all the stripe balls in, and then hit the 8 ball. If you got a solid ball, then you hit all the solid balls in.
What happens if you scratch?
Well, if you scratch, then you give up your turn to the next player.
So it's like a foul then,
Yeah.
It's like a foul.
Okay. Do they call it ball in hand?
Yeah, ball in hand is what they call it, basically.
Okay, yeah, that's what they call ball in hand. All right, so what about 9 ball? How does 9 ball go in comparison to 8 ball?
9 ball, you rack the balls up in like a diamond shape, and you hit the cue ball, the white ball, to break up the balls, and you hit the balls in chronological order. So you hit the 1 ball first, then the 2, then the 3. Sometimes you can do like maybe a combination where if you hit the 1 ball first, you may not get that 1 ball in a pocket, but then you may hit that 1 ball first, and then the cue ball hits the 8 ball. The 8 ball may go into a pocket, so it's still your turn as long as you get a ball in and you hit the ball in chronological order.
So it sounds like a very, very, very interesting game, man. So like we was talking, when you play 8 ball, when you step to the table, give us a little overview of your thought process. What's your strategy when you play the game of 8 ball when you step to the table?
When I step to the table, I want to make sure I'm relaxed. If I'm breaking, I try to win the lag first. And if I win the lag, then I want to do a strong break where I break the balls and get a ball in. If I don't win the lag, my opponent wins the lag, then I'm just kind of like watching how he plays. I counteract how he plays. If he's a higher skill level than me, then I know I have a lot of work I got to do. If a person a little bit lower skill level than me, I'm still, don't underestimate no opponent, and I just do what I have to do.
I'm glad you said that, because come to find out what your skill level was. You played a 5 tonight.
I played a 6.
You played a 6. Your skill level 3, and you played a 6.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about how you felt playing at upper level, 3 levels higher than you. Were you any bit intimidated, or how did it make you feel? And so how do you play?
Usually it brings the best out of me. It makes me more determined if I play a skill level 5 or a 6. But there's been times where I played a 6 or a higher level and they beat me bad and ran a table on me or whatnot. But I'll come in there, I feel like I have nothing to lose. I'm playing a 6 or 5 or 6. I have more to gain than to anything to lose.
Can you add anything to that?
Yeah, let's dive right into it because as I was watching the match, I observed a couple things and I want to run down a little bit that I seen and I want to get your response on actually what happened. First game, y'all lagged. I believe you won the lag or did you lose the lag? Can you remember the first match?
I think I won the lag.
I think you won the leg. After the leg, you broke. You made a ball on the break. Then your opponent stepped to the table, and he made a ball. Then he missed the ball. Then you come to the table, you make a ball, and then you miss a ball. At that point, in your mind, how did you feel the match was going in the beginning?
Kind of like something like a tick for tack. We were kind of like almost even. I would get a ball in, he'll get a ball in or whatnot. And I felt like my opponent wasn't playing at his best, even though he was a higher skill level than me.
Yeah.
So I got kind of lucky to a degree playing him. Maybe he just kind of off his game that night. So
Let me ask
I
you
felt
this.
good though.
Yeah, I thought it was at your favor. Yeah, definitely. It was in your favor because of the couple times that he did scratch and you had ball in hand several times.
Yes, I did.
At that moment, what is your thought process going into you playing the skill level 6 tonight? Once you see him kind of struggling a little bit, how did you feel in that moment?
My thought process was I'm trying to capitalize off his mistakes, and if I get like a ball in hand, if he scratch a ball in hand, I look at that as like playing the NBA or whatnot, and person fouls you and you up for a free throw. I'm supposed to make a shot.
That's right.
So I look at ball in hand as an easy shot. I have to make the shot.
Okay, one last thing. I noticed that your co-captain, Mo, had a timeout.
Yeah.
And this is for all the viewers as well. When you get a timeout, do you feel like they're valuable or sometimes that you already understand or what needs to be done, but it's reassurance to have that extra ear to tell you a suggestion on how to play a certain shot or what direction you should go? Discuss the timeout in your estimation.
I'm still young in the APA.
Okay.
So I try to take every word of advice. If someone gives me a timeout, I have to take the advice. I have to listen and take the advice and really listen to the direction specifically to take the advice to make a play or whatever. Because I look at him as he's the coach. But you have some people that may fluster them.
That's right.
And they want to play how they want to play. That's the ego talking. Or they want to play how they want to play. Say, hey, let me play my game.
Yeah.
Every now and then I feel like that sometimes, but with Mo and other guy, Kevin, they call it timeout. I try to listen. I try to take heed. Okay. Sometimes some of the shots he tells me with the English, I'm still uncomfortable with it. But there have been many times where he tells me to take a particular shot and use a particular English. I did exactly what he told me to, and it worked. Worked like a charm.
They would like to hear it. They would like to hear it.
Yeah. So to add to that, everybody have weaknesses and strengths. In the game of pool right now, with where you are, what would you say if there was one thing you had to pick from your arsenal? What's your weakness versus your strength? The one thing, like, let me put it this way. We want to call Russell, give him a signature shot. What would be your signature shot at a skill level 3 right now?
All right.
Not to say you got one, but you might have one. You may have, and I got this shot. I can do this. I know this shot, and I'm happy to shoot it every time I get an opportunity to shoot. What shot would that be? And then tell me what's your weakness.
I guess my signature shot will probably be possibly slicing the ball and maybe bank shot from like a long distance bank shot from one end of the pool table to the other. And if the ball is like in the corner pocket and I bank shot lengthwise, hit the cue ball and bounce off the table and come back and hit the ball in the pocket. That's like one of my signature shots.
Now I'm in awe to hear that because you almost sound like an Efren Reyes. Now, you know what I mean? Like you're skill level 3 and your signature shot is a long way bank shot.
Yeah.
Meaning, are you suggesting that at any given time, we ain't got to do it now tonight,
all right,
but at any given time, we want to put you up to the test, you're likely to hit 3 for 5 bank shots, long way?
Yeah, long.
No balls on the table. You put the ball wherever you want to put it.
I'll put it right by the.
And if you bank 5 times, you'll hit the shot at least 3 times. You got to hit it 3 to 4 times for it to be your signature shot. Because if you try it 5 times and you miss it all 5 times, that won't be your signature shot. I'm talking about the shot you make, whether it's a stop shot, whether it's a bottom, top, low, what shot, and where you hit the ball at that you're more comfortable with hitting. That it's like it always works. It never fails.
Slicing shots,
so
pretty much.
The shot.
Yeah, cut shots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, and that's pretty good. Okay. So as a beginner, I feel that, and in my opinion, this is just what I want to say. In my opinion, with my observation, it is like those are shots that. Here, I feel like within the next 6 months, you could be doing those shots, and they really could be your signature shot. However, you've got to implement this in your practice repertoire. You said you practice it maybe 3 or 4 hours in a week.
Yes.
I would be happy to ask you, what particular shots are you practicing? And if there aren't particular shots, if you just practice the shoot around games, I would suggest that in the future, you start setting up some drills and if you're doing 2 hours at a time, you do at least an hour of drills, and then you can go back into the games and test what you learned in your drill.
All right.
So that you can get to understand the control of the main ball on the table. That's the cue rock. It's the quarterback and the coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if that ball is hit correct, it makes your day a brighter day. And when I was giving you those timeouts, they were merely to get you to get comfortable with the 4 rails that you have on that table, north, east, south, and west. And you want to get right back to the core so that you can play any one of those pockets. That's the whole idea, even when you break the shot. So, in wrapping up, we're going to close up, and if one pocket got something to add to it, I'm going to just say, from my expertise to you, because I'm a skill level 5 right now, and I would just say, in your practice time, whatever days that you choose to practice, break down some drills and focus on the drills and controlling the ball. So when you shoot the ball, you can get them in the pocket. But can you get that ball, that cue rock, to now go where you needed to go for your next shot? Because you should be thinking 3 shots ahead.
Yeah.
And then you got anything to add?
Definitely want to add, before we wrap it up, what brought you to the game of pool? We didn't get that out of these yet.
What brought me to the game of pool? I've been to many nightclubs in Atlanta, and I just noticed the nightclub scene. It just seemed like it was too crowded, and you pay a lot of money for parking and to get in, and drinks are watered down, expensive. I find that pool gives me opportunity. I'm playing pool in the sports bars. It's fun. I'm doing something. I'm participating in activity, and I'm meeting people at the same time. So that's what I like about the game. What got me into it is basically more of a stimulating nightlife, playing pool, meeting people, and participating in activity.
Sociable. Name some people that you heard about that's pretty good in the game of pool.
Yeah.
Heard of
some names out.
Efren Reyes.
The magician.
Minnesota Fats.
Everybody know that guy.
And Jeanette Lee, the Black Widow. I heard of her.
That's what's up. Let's say that. Okay, let's put out for some of the local heads. Since you've been in the league and been relevant as a player, if you know the name, and if it's a nickname, it's fine. Can you throw out a name of a player that has been fascinating in your eyes? Like, if I could only shoot like this guy.
There's a guy named Francois.
Okay.
He's real good.
Tell us about this guy.
He's a bad dude.
Is he tough?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he's tough. He knows how to control the ball, the cue ball, and he does a lot of fancy shots. And he'll take 3 strokes, 1 stroke, 2 stroke, and the 3rd stroke he makes a shot. He's very meticulous with his shots. There's another guy named Kevin. He's real good. He controls the cue ball. He's a master at it. Those 2 are the best players I've seen play. There's another guy named Smoke. He's a pretty good player too.
Smoke.
Yeah.
And
he's good too.
We gotta let these people know that we are at Mr. Q's too.
That's right.
Shamby Tucker. If you're in Atlanta, stop by.
APA League night.
On what nights?
Tuesday, and we're doing BCA Wednesday nights. BCA on Wednesday nights. Tuesday nights, we're doing APA right here. Sharpshooters with your main man, Russell Adams.
Yeah.
One pocket. Moplayer, we got him. And that's a wrap.
We out.